시작입니다.
60k damage Yumis in this tournament already.
We actually have. And one of them was against Cloud9.
Is it happening?
It is.
It's Soda Tom Kench against a Korean.
What patch is it? What month is it?
What kind of mind games is this? And
Soda
Griffin
Kench.
lock in the Garen Yumi.
Wait, which is the better non-interactive bot lane?
This is just the darkest time.
This is the darkest timeline.
What is happening?
Wait, maybe
The riposte
right.
for damage as Sword is going to have to flash away.
And now he's
Blabber is
flashless.
Here. Gets the extra movement speed. Flash, good side step from Sword, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. As Tarzan comes on down, Sword still alive for so long. The last Auto gets there, but first blood goes to Tarzan. Been the starting top laner for the last little while, only since returning to Worlds as he retained his spot.
All
Now
right.
Blabber underneath the turret, not going to find Chovy as he continues walking all the way back to the distortion, but Chovy's still alive somehow as Blabber eventually takes him down, but that's a 1-for-1. Nitsky's
by going under it.
And honestly, if I see an extra score, I'm just ganking his top side.
Speaking of ganking, Licorice, that is not going to be enough. The riposte is going to be invested there as he gets on over, but there's a blast cone. Cannon Barrage this time is going to work out as Tarzan finishes it with a resonating strike, and that is no longer the Fiora on the map, and maybe an advantage for Griffin if Chovy can outplay this.
Well, we've seen this before. Blabber's willing to trade.
Yeah, well, it's double distortion to get himself over the wall, but
Just out of
didn't
range.
click him quite quick enough.
Sidestones as well.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, that's
third,
true.
maybe.
That's why I'm saying it. They got a lot of wards.
Yeah. A lot of wards, a lot of sweepers, so it's hard to see. Also, again, a fight with no cannon barrage. Let's see what happens.
It's going to be a lot of roots, though, coming in from that final chapter. Nitsky down to half health, but Chovy is almost just straight up dead. The stun does come in. Chovy's surviving for so long. Crescendo onto 3, but nothing's going to come of it. Now C9 just going to regen all of that health. WWW from Sneaky.
Not often does the war of attrition go against a very farmed Lahens on this Yumi's sword.
Oh my goodness, that was a lot of damage onto the gangplank.
But you can see the battery of Sona keeping everyone absolutely full health. The Ocean Drake helping out so well with that.
Yeah, a bit of frustration there from Viper as well as he dives on forward the teleport to get in towards the backside as there finally it is going to be the cannon barrage and Viper flashing on top of Zazel. Great timing on the stopwatch as Viper eventually gets that kill, but that is going to be a late flash there from Chovy. Gets himself out but will no longer be able to participate. Somehow Griffin have limped away from the fight with a kill, but they don't have an advantage.
Licorice isn't even there. Licorice is getting the advantage on the side lane. They're getting the mid turret and a side turret off of this.
Still the incremental advantage goes the way of C9. They get 2 turrets for all of those heights. Nitsky?
Yeah, big flash out there from Chovy. Keeps himself alive.
Be able to get at
Had
least
2 Mount Drakes.
It would have been a 4,000 health chat.
No.
They could have just stayed there in 50-50.
Meanwhile,
Licorice is just going to take an inhibitor turret, so that's the reasoning there. Sword with a bit of a frustration ultimate, but Viper is making his way in. That's going to be 4 people invested. The Baron has started. You better get this kill, Griffin. Otherwise, you're going to take absolutely nothing. Eventually, he's taken down, but the Baron is getting the same treatment. A teleport going to come in. Could still be the 50-50, but doesn't get over the wall. It wasn't the smite that took the Baron. However, it was definitely C9.
From the Sona Tom Kench. So C9 is in an incredibly good situation if they can continue to pull this off.
I was so confident about where this game was going, about the fact that while Griffin have tools conventionally, the conventions went out when 700 supports were locked in and everyone was farming gold, sharing it.
The hard engage, we're looking for it here as the Devour is used. Sneaky flashes away, but importantly, he is still alive. Viper.
Why is Licorice there?
He's so lucky. Licorice is going to dive into the back of the fight. Tarzan goes down low, but the Fiora is dead. The Sona dies as well. Griffin may have found it. 3 kills now onto their roster, and Griffin can chase. That is definitely something that's in their wheelhouse, and now without Sona, they have to get the heck out of there.
Viper didn't. He doesn't have the gold too, so that's his excuse. I think that's valid.
Okay, just needed to finish off his item there as okay. Chovy gets some zoomies back as Licorice is now in the mid lane with his team, but there's the connection onto Blabber. Does land himself the cocoon. Zazel now has that Devour on cooldown. Griffin, they may have found another team fight. There's the crescendo, but Sneaky only finds 1, and Griffin are still on the chase. They do manage to take down the Zona. Huge kick into the back line from Tarzan. The grand challenge is not one you want, Licorice. As Griffin, they don't lose anyone, and now they're going to be able to find the Fiora. Goes golden at the last second, but look at that spinning top of a Garen, and Viper takes down down the top laner.
And then all this time running away, Licorice would need to be in a side lane. The fact that Griffin has corralled C9 is one of the reasons they're pulling this off.
They're doing it again as Licorice does get the riposte, but Viper is no cares in the world. Lays down the gigantic sword, and that is another dead Fiora. Not able to get any split push work done. That inhibitor turret fell a long time ago on the bottom side of the map, and now it's all Griffin.
Chovy!
We're trying to get it. No, it's turned around. Sneaky with the heals, helps out his Elise, locking down that kill. And now Griffin, without their mid laner, this could be a huge problem. Viper trying to spin himself away.
Better hyper carry than Sona?
It's seeming increasingly yes, because let's talk about
I'm making a tier list here. Help me out.
We were talking about how, yeah, no problem, they'll have disengage, as TP out, attempt here, we're getting interrupted.
Not going to work out there as see you later, Fiora. Onto that one now as Licorice has to deal with so many super creeps that have caved in, and now the cannon barrage onto 4 members. A lot of damage is down. What the heck happened to Blabber? He explodes with the pistol shot coming in from Sword, and now Niski dives forward, but so does Chovy. They're going to find the damage. It's going to be Niski making his way back to the fountain. No summoner spells available as Griffin turn up. The barrels are huge, and now with every inhibitor down, it's Griffin looking for a possibility to win the game. Chovy tries to find Licorice, but that's a great riposte. Keeps him alive. Only one more match of that first round robin to come after this one.
Don't forget, this is G2's group. They will play in the last match of the day. The head-to-head between Griffin and C9 with HKA at the moment as a afterthought suggests that it's whoever honestly gets the advantage between these two, and it seems like Griffin will get the first.
Yeah, trying to close this one out, but they're going to still have to do it. A lot of short-range champions here, but Viper gets a Q onto this Nexus turret. Chovy off to the side. Licorice trying to get that fight in, but Viper is so incredibly fast. He is going to go down to the GAs. The final chapter is going to come through. Devour down for Zeyzal is so huge onto Licorice to get him back to the fountain and keep him alive, but Griffin still have everyone up, and they've got so many super creeps bearing down on C9.
Access to the fountain and also Sona means a lot of healing. We can retool this once more.
Yep, also still has the Guardian Angel, so Licorice is very dangerous here for Griffin. They've got a long way to get back as well, but look at these super creeps. The Baron buff still going to be there, as well as Chovy has to flash to get out of the turret range, as now Blabber goes up into the sky, no longer has that repel, and look at these Nexus turrets. They're just getting berated by all of these minions. It's just insane. Zeyzal, another great activation of the Grey Health, and C9 have kept themselves alive, but there is an army that's on Griffin's side trying to bear down on this Nexus.
Licorice
into the backside. Yeah, Licorice looking for some shot to find it. Gets the grand challenge for all that extra healing as well. But you can see the Nexus is now bare. C9, they found Tarzan. He's
Griffin
desperately
can't end.
looking for the Nexus. Okay, Lahen's final chapter, but it's not going to be that whatsoever as Griffin have to get out of there.
This is just absurd.
The base is
Stack Elder. Repaired is a strong word.
I mean, there's none of the things that fight back.
If your
However,
boat has
the
holes
big bad
on it and you
guys-
put band-aids, is it repaired?
The inhibitor looks brand new.
Does it float? Does it float, guys?
Amazon priority shipping.
Well, Griffin now powered up with that Elder Drake. Looking to try and once again rid Cloud9 of their inhibitors. Half health on the mid-outer, but C9 still have the opportunity for a fight if they can find one. Remember, only one of these inhibitors needs to go down, and then 5 members of Griffin can all run towards this Nexus and possibly just take it down.
They need buddy system here to repel those, so there should be a 3-lane push that gets them at least one inhibitor bloodlessly. But with Song of Celerity and people walking up, that time is not yet now.
뭐야 이거? 보자.
나이스 나이스.
뭐야? 뭐야?
밀자 밀고 뚫어.
천천히 끝낼까 보자.
밀어.
이거 캔치 뭐야? 피어라 조심하고.
또나. 피어라 친구 막았어. 난 죽었어. 게임.
나도 죽었다.
갈아버릴게. 갈.
바로 넌 날 잡을 수 없다. 뭐야 저
1대1 하자. 1대1 하던가.
이겨 이 자식아. 까불지 말란 말이야.
넌 악당이야 임마. 넌 악당이라고.
와 나 너무 잘해. 미쳤다.
아 803 가네 뭐야.
2014 뭐야? 아 미쳤다 그냥.
아니 가는 캐리했잖아. 잘했어. 아 힘드네. 아야 똥말이. 조합이 똥이야.